What's up everybody, it's Fresh, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you the ultimate beginner's guide to Anime Tales. In a few days, Anime Tales would have been out for almost a month, which is kind of hard to believe that this game's already been out for almost a month. I believe it's been out for almost a month. I could be a week off, but I'm pretty sure it's this weekend. So now I just want to be going over everything in Anime Tales, from quests to bosses to guilds to literally everything, as much as I can, so you guys understand what to do and how to play this game. So we're just gonna dive right into it. Thank you all so much for the support. Make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, let's go. Also, please note that timestamps will be in the description, so you can skip to whatever you already know, and you can skip to things that you don't know. Alright, so we're gonna go over the UI right now. So when you spawn in, you're gonna be basically in this building right here. Now, before we dive into everything else, I'm just gonna go over the UI real quick. Of course, you have the leaderboard that every Roblox game has, and then you also have an FPS counter at the top. You will have your energy here. So energy is going to be used for abilities. The more you have, the more abilities you can do without having to wait for this bar to fill back up. And then you have health, and this is, of course, if you lose all health, you will die. This right here is a transformation bar. Once this bar reaches all the way to the end and it's yellow, you can transform into a grimoire, or you can transform into a devil. This button right here will toggle the auto clicker, so I can just press it and I'll be auto punching and things like that. Over here on the side, we have a quest thing. We'll get into quests a little bit later, but this is a quest tracker, and you can only track one quest at a time. Other than that, quests will be in the quest menu, which, like I said, we'll go over that later. On this side, there will be the tutorial button, which will kind of give you the basics of the game. We'll go into that a little bit further. We have a training button. If you press it, it will show all the options to train. You can train 4 things: fist, sword, defense, and energy. Other than that, you can train 2 other things, which we'll go into later. And then we have menu. So the menu is, if you ever played Genshin Impact, the menu is kind of inspired by that. So we have news, character, inventory, abilities, arena, bosses, summon, quests, guild, party, battle pass, map, codes, tutorial, leaderboards, shop, settings, and my friends. We're going to go over all of that later today. So this is the UI. Down here, you have the abilities. It tells you if you're in a safe zone or not. So if I left this building and went down here, the safe zone button goes away. Alright, next up we're going to be going over training areas. So when you do spawn in, there's going to be training areas in spawn. They actually recently added this. So REQ means requirement. You need 100 strength to be able to train in this training zone, and it will give you 5 times the amount. So right now, if I'm out here and I punch, I make 744,000 punch per swing. You won't be making this when you first spawn in. But then, if you head over to this training area, I'm in the area, and you click, I make 3.7 million. Just because I have more than 100 strength. And I'll go over how you can see your strength and things like that. So to be able to look at the map, you want to press menu and go to map. It is the 4th column down, and you will see the map. Now it's pretty cool how the map works, but I'm going to go into detail. So if I zoom in on Marineford or Marine HQ, these are the training areas. These are called teleports or waypoints, and these waypoints allow you to travel throughout the map, and you can unlock them, and I'll show you how to unlock them, things like that. So what the numbers mean below the icon is that you need 1,000 of that stat to be able to train there. So I need 1,000 defense, or the shield icon, to train at the main platform. And once I get 1,000, I can train here. But then the next one is 10,000. I need 10,000 to train at the magma pool. And then the next one is 100,000. I need 100,000 to train at Whitebeard's ship. But this is what Marine HQ goes up from 100 to 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000, and that goes for every stat. And then you can also train speed. Speed is trained just by running around the map and holding shift. So if I go over to Cake Island, you can see that it goes from 100,000 to 1,000,000. So you see 1,000,000 defense. And to go to the next training area, I'm going to need 10 million defense. So this is how it works. It goes up by every 1,000, so 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. And then you can continue to train your stat. And we'll go over what stat does, because it's a little bit different from some other training games. Alrighty, looking at the stats. So if you press menu and you head over to character, you'll see all your stats. You have 6 different stats: strength, defense, energy, weapon, speed, and fame. Fame cannot be upgraded. We'll go over what fame does in a second. Strength, basically strength and defense and energy are a fundamental thing you're going to need to train, because you're going to need a certain amount to rank up. And if you have a certain amount of strength, you will be able to get percentage of that stat helpful to you. So what I mean by this is 4.5 QD, I don't do 4.5 QD damage. In fact, I only do like 200 damage. And because this game isn't like a training game where that you swing and you get power immediately, it depends on how much strength you have. I have 13%. Every digit over 100. So, you know, in like the training area, how I went to 100 to 1,000? This is kind of how it works. Every 100 strength, my M1 damage or my mouse click damage goes up by 1%. And then when I hit 1,000, it'll be 2%. 10,000, 3%. 4, and then 10,000, yeah, and then 100,000, 5%. So every like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, it goes up by 1%, and that goes for everything. Now, speed, it goes the same way. The same thing. You can get up to max of 10 plus speed, and you need to go from 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and things like that. Now, you can also upgrade your base stats. So I already have my max right now. The max is 131,000. They increase this every update, but you can spend your coins down here, and you can press upgrade, and you'll be able to upgrade them to do a higher percentage, and it stacks on to the training area percentage. So right now, see, when I do energy, I get 280k. I'm not in a training zone or anything, because if I go to my character, I make 131,000 times whatever boost I have on, which we'll go over things like that later. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about coins and gems. So if you go into character tab again, at the bottom you'll see your coins, you'll see your gems, and then other currencies, which we're not really going to go into too much stuff about today. So coins you get passively and by doing quests. We'll go over the quests later. Gems you also get by passively and doing quests. Coins are used to buy things like this, or coins are used to rank up, and we'll also go over ranks eventually. Gems are used to summon and evolve characters. Alright, to summon, you go to menu and then you press summon, and here's the summon. You have a featured banner and a standard banner, or a battle pass banner. Now at the bottom you can roll one or you can roll multiple, and I'm going to roll, for example, this is on the battle pass, and you get all these shards, and we'll go over what these do too. Ranks. So ranks, how it works is you go to Marine HQ in the spawn, respawn it, talk to this guy right over here, and you will see this screen. Now, this screen will tell you basically how to rank up, what gives you and things like that. It will tell you what it needs and what stats you need. I don't even have enough to get to rank 14, but this is how you do it. It gives you power damage, more health, more energy, and it gives you traits, which we'll go over soon. So there's dailies and weekly quests. To do them, you want to head over to Marine HQ, talk to this girl over here, and then you can do your daily quest, which I'm going to start right now, and you can get Battlepass XP, which we'll go over soon. And you can do your weekly quests, which will give you a whole bunch of money and useful items like boost and things like that. Nami has many quests for you, but if you want, you can hunt citizens down, you can do bounties and things like that to get gold. This is a really good early game if you want to rank up quickly, because getting coins is a little hard early game. Alright, bounties. So this game has player bounties. If you head over to the prison in Marine HQ, there is a guy, Magellan from One Piece, you can talk to, and he'll be able to give you bounties. No one's on my server, so we can't do any, but he's on every map. I made a video on all the locations, so if you're really curious about where he is on every island, just watch that video. Alright, waypoints. So waypoints is an easy way to travel around the map. If you don't have a waypoint, it will be red. If you walk up near it, it will unlock, and then on the map, you can just teleport it to whenever you want. So if I wanted to teleport here, I can teleport it. Please note that if you're in combat, it will be in red down here, and it won't let you teleport at all. Now we're going to be going over the Blacksmith. So the Blacksmith is a very key part of this game. There is one on every island. In Marine HQ, it is on the side by the track. On Cake Island, the Blacksmith is right here, and then on Wano, the Blacksmith is right here, and then on Sky Island, the Blacksmith is right over here, I believe. It's somewhere over here. Okay, so how the blacksmith works is you can talk to Urza over here, and you can do a whole bunch of things. If you wanted to craft a skin, here's how you can do it. In the beginning of the game, you get 20 stones, and 20 stones is enough to craft a skin. So let's say I have 20 stones of Psycho Girl, and I press craft. Boom, now I get the skin in my inventory, so that's cool. But let's say I have multiple stones. Let's say if you get duplicates. You can actually upgrade her again. So let's go find that empty one. Alright, so here's the Psycho Girl. You can see I have 576 stones, because I've done a lot of summoning. You need 30 to advance her to the next tier. So now, boom, see? Now she does a lot more stats because I advanced her. This costs gems as well. Transmutes. Now you can transmute a skin. I don't have any more transmute stones, but it's basically like re-rolling stats on a character. Hopefully you'll get something good. Kind of like Anime Adventures and things like that. NPCs. So every map has an NPC. Marine HQ has Marines, of course, so you can kill them, and sometimes you'll get a drop. But every time you kill them, you'll get something called Citizen's Essence, and you can trade it with Nami. Abilities. So when you do quests, you'll get abilities, and abilities grants you a whole bunch of things. You can equip them. So if I wanted to click Heaven Spin, I can equip it to anything I wanted, and I'll show an ability right now. So if I press C, I do that, and it's a cool sword slash. And the only way to get these abilities is mostly by doing quests. Please know that arena powers and powers are two completely different things. Arena powers only work in arena, and powers only work in the actual game. So you do not start with all these powers. So if you equip any of these powers, the game won't let you use these powers unless you are in arena. They want to make it fair, so every powers unlocks for every single player. So to do quests in Anime Tales, you want to head over to the slime, and the slime will give you quests. Now, since I've done every quest in the game, it won't let me, but I will prove to you that when you talk to the slime, it gives you quests in order. Now, you see all these quests was from the slime. Now, it might ask you to train weapon, it might ask you to get energy, and it gives you new moves, inventory. So the inventory is a little complicated, but we'll get through this. At the bottom here, there's a button where you can make the inventory bigger, which I recommend so you can see all your stuff. So here's all my skins. I have a lot, but that's because I played this game a lot. So if you click on a skin, you can see its stats. See, this has 5 stars. That means I spent a whole bunch of stones and gems to make this guy good. There's a little brief information about him, and then what he does. This guy boosts speed training. This ability is 3% damage increase, M1 damage, M2 damage is increased, speed is increased, health, energy is increased, and this is what this guy does if I equip him. Adding on to the inventory section, you have your swords, which you can upgrade based on how many swings you get. You have your accessories, which accessories will boost your stats. You can only equip 3 at a time. You have your artifacts, which will have the enchantments, the stones, fish, and things like that. Mounts. You can place mounts to gain fame. We'll go over that soon. Special. You'll have your boost here and your megaphones and things like that. Enchants. So enchants are basically, you can add a gem to this guy, and he will do special things. Blue stones give more 3 energy percent train and 1% more energy. All these stones do different things. Now, it depends on color. I believe red is strength, blue is energy, gray is speed, green is defense, purple is sword, and things like that. So you can add these stones to make your characters a little bit better, but it's not crazy OP. Alright, Grimoires and Devil Fruits. So I made a video on how to find Devil Fruits, but for Grimoires, basically, I don't really know the time limit. But basically, sometimes in chat, it will say, a citizen has discovered a Grimoire, find them and take it. If you randomly go around the whole game, this is not just one area, this has to be the whole game. You have to punch an NPC. Sometimes these NPCs will transform. When they do transform, you'll definitely know when they do transform. They'll turn into something crazy. You can kill it, and if you kill it, you'll get the Grimoire. The Blocksters are a little different because they spawn under a tree and you don't have to kill anything. But these guys will basically turn into like the transformation of the Grimoire, and you have to hit them. If you don't hit them, you won't find it. And this is for every island. This is not just for Marine or whatever island you're on. Alright, so fame. So fame, basically, to get fame, all you gotta do is sit on a bench or some sort of chair or mount. If you have VIP, you'll get a mount, and you'll get 1 fame for every, second or something like that. So for every 1,000 fame, 10,000 fame, things like that, your bounty will increase. The more bounty you have after 1 million, the more damage you do, I'm pretty sure. So if I have 1 million bounty, I'll be doing like an extra damage boost, and then if I have 1.1, I'll be doing more. And the more fame you have, the more your bounty goes up. Right now the bounty limit is 3 million, so it is always good to have your bounty up so you can increase the amount of damage you do. So if I go to menu and I press bosses, there's 3 different bosses out in the game right now. There's Big Mom, Anel, and Dragon Emperor. Big Mom spawns every 15 minutes, Kaido spawns every 30 minutes, and Nell spawns every 30 minutes, but you have to do some sort of puzzle. I made a video on it if you want to check that out. Battle Pass. So if you actually go into menu and you press Battle Pass, you can do daily quests to get some Battle Pass XP. I'm only 12. Next rank, you'll get boost, you'll get artifacts, you'll get gold, you'll get transmute stones, you get a whole bunch of rewards by doing the Battle Pass. So make sure you do your dailies, because I need to. You can also fish in this game. Head over to any dock in this game. You can start fishing quests, and if you start these quests, Gon will give you them, and you can get fish and rewards. And then if you hold E at the end of the dock, you can fish, and it's pretty easy. I'm not going to really do it right now. And you can use its coins to get items in Gon's shop. So if you want to see your shop, right now I have almost 3,000. I can almost get Gon. And you can get these coins by fishing, or you can kill it by killing the sea beast. That is another boss that is in this game. These bosses are a great idea to do for some enchants. That's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. The Discord will be linked in the description. You can join my Discord, and you can join the Anime Tales Discord. There will be people who will be able to help you. I can try to help you. Just comment down below if you have any questions. Make sure you have a great rest of your day.